Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about the DJI microphone. Roll the intro. So, welcome back to the channel. As I said before, we're going to be reviewing the DJI microphone. What is or are the DJI microphone or microphones? Well, DJI have just released their first iteration of their portable wireless microphones to compete with Rode. Now, I've got the Rode mics with me. I don't know if you can see these or not, but let's have a look. There we go. I do have the Rode mics, so that they are the Wireless Go version 1. They do have the Wireless Go version 2 now, which have one receiver and 2 transmitters, or the other way around. I can never remember which way around it is. One receiver because it receives it into the camera, 2 transmitters because they transmit audio from the microphones. That's the way I see it anyway. But they have their pros and cons, and for ages and ages I was and ahhing of which ones to get, and then DJI came out with these ones, and I watched a few reviews, a few comparisons, and these ones, for my purpose, for my workflow, far exceeded expectations for what I needed them for, and compared to what's on the market at the moment. So, what's inside the box? Well, the box looks like this when it arrives, so you can see that. That's what the box looks like. And inside you get a bag, you'll get a 3.5 jack, which I've heard is not very good. It comes out every now and again, but I've got plenty of 3.5 jacks from various Rode mics. That's just one thing to bear in mind. You might want to get a 3.5 jack that doesn't come out or could accidentally come out, but there's a caveat to that I'll come on to in a minute. I'll say it now. So on the receiver, if you pull the plug out, it will say, do you want to confirm that the audio has been pulled out? Whether it pauses your footage, I don't know, but it buzzes, it vibrates, and it tells you, do you want to confirm that the audio has been pulled, which tells you that the audio's been pulled in. Oh, put it back in, happy days. I think that in itself is a quality feature. But what else is in the box? You get a case, 2 microphones, the receiver, and a USB Type-C lead, which is very useful. I'll move on to in a minute. Why did I get these? So I was after a system that's small, and so that I can monitor 2 people's audio, 2 separate people's audio, wirelessly from a great distance, and be discreet, and be reliable, and be good quality, and just do what I wanted it to do when I wanted to do it with ease and speed up my workflow. If you could find a product that comes out onto the market that ticks all of your boxes that you're after, why would you not get it? Here is the box here. Not that you'll be able to see it. Let's try and get a bit of lighting on there. So inside this box, is it going to focus on that? Maybe. So inside the box, we have some. It's never going to focus. Oh, it is focusing. So you've got a USB Type-C connection and a lightning, if I block my face, a lightning connection there, look, which plugs into, slides into the receiver, and which means you can basically use it on your phone. So if you're using a video app or a different filming app, you can plug the receiver into your phone and get good audio from this DJI mics straight away, straight into the audio source that you're using for your phone, which I think is mega. Because if you're vlogging, let's say your budget is not great enough to get a mirrorless, but you still want to do vlogs and stuff like that, but you need good audio, and you already have a phone, and these cost like £300-ish in the UK. That's vastly cheaper than getting a new camera because you want good audio. When some of the phones today, on my iPhone 12, I still love it, and the iPhone 13 is even better, and they're about to bring out the iPhone 14. So now the dock is quality. As soon as you open it, not that you can see it at the moment, but as soon as you open it, they all link together: the receiver, the mic, everything, and the case charges. Now with the case, I think you get 15 hours from the dock, and you get 5 hours of battery, like within the microphone. If you're not going to, if you're going to do continuous, but that's quite a bit. 5 hours is quite a bit, but that's one to think about with weddings. If you're doing ceremonies and stuff like that, and in between speeches, just put them back in the dock. And to recharge the dock, you might not be able to see it from there, but there's a USB Type-C on the back of the dock just to charge it. So you could bring a power bank and charge the dock and charge a spare mic if you needed to. So that's cool. So one of the quality features, I think, of these microphones. So on here, I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but on the clip here, you have a magnet. Let's try to see if I can do that. Look, a little square magnet. Now, on my clothes, not going to be able to see it here, there's a magnet there, and that magnet is magnetizing the clip onto my clothes so that I don't have to have it pinch in my clothes. And that for me, for work, on people's army rank slides and stuff like that, is a mega idea. So that's another bonus for Ben Beale. Now, one thing I noticed with my Rode mics, and which I was a bit apprehensive with these mics, are if there are any ambient, like how much ambient can it hear? Because they're omnidirectional. They're not like a shotgun mic that's going straight into your face, which what I was going to use the audio for my boom shotgun, but for whatever reason at the moment I'm getting some crazy interference from one of my lights, and I don't know why, not yet. So didn't use a boom mic, but I wondered if you could get it picks up much ambient. I think it does, and that's inherently a sticking point with lav mics, this particular lav mic anyway, the wireless ones. You just have to be in an area where you're conscious, especially filming like this, you're conscious that there's no ambient around. But on the other hand, when I filmed people outside before, it will still pick up birds or water or nice ambient that's going to add to it. So I'm still happy with that. So it's one of them things. Does it work for me? Yes. Will it work for you? That's up to you. You need to make them work for you as well. So it's good. So one of the features whilst recording then, which I'll unplug the receiver. Do I want to confirm? Yes. So I've unplugged the receiver. I'm still only using this one microphone, but you can still hear the good audio. You can record straight into the camera, and by pressing on the side of your microphone, press and record, you can record internally up to 14 hours of storage. Have I got a delivery? 14 hours of storage, which is again mega. So I've actually unclipped the receiver for this video so that I can show you. I'm not going to go through all of the features, but to be able to do that is mega. So if you did lose connection, you can still record internally into your microphone, which would have helped me out yesterday if I'd used it. Back in from delivery man. So where was I? So having internal recording into the microphone is just quality, I think. And it would have helped me out yesterday during a filming job where basically my second camera, which happened to be the R5, with a tight shot of an interview, the card corrupted and the audio was lost. And I could have used the beginning of the audio. The beginning of the interview, I could have used using the microphone if I had turned on the microphone to record internally into the microphone. But I thought, no, I don't need to. It's fine. But from now on, it's going to be common practice for me to record into the microphone and record into the camera at the same time, just as a fail-safe, which I think is a quality option to have if you use it. So yeah, that's cool. What else? The recorded files are 24-bit WAV files, and I think you can do 30-minute, basically 30-minute clips. So if you did 5 hours, if you did 2 hours of speech, it will still record it, and it doesn't loop over it, but they are broken into 30-minute segments. So that's just things to worry about that you'd have to piece together. Additional things that you can put on there then, I've already mentioned using a phone, which I think is a quality idea. In here, so on the actual, what do you call it, receiver features, you've got the magnet, you've got the bit on the bottom that is to charge, you've got the record button, the link button, the USB button, the on button, and at the top you have, you can see it, you have the actual microphone with a little bit on there, I'll show you in a second, and then a spot to put the lav mic right there. I don't have a lav mic to show you because my lav mics don't fit in there properly because they're screw-on ones, but from other reviews that I've seen, you can just plug a normal lav in there and you can have that hidden behind your subject and have a discrete lav at the coming up the top, which is good. Now the microphone, which I've said here, it's got what do you call it? A little notch on there is for the wind muff sock jobber. Now my original Rode ones come off all the time. Their first design was terrible, so this particular one at the moment is glued on there, so shit bus, it's staying on there. And then on here, which is what Rode did, it's basically a twist lock method on there, so you can just I always find it hard to do it. You just put it on there, keep spinning it till you can feel it click, and twist it a bit more, and it will hide myself, just stay on there. And I tend to use them quite a bit anyway, just so that if I'm out in an outside environment, clearly I'm not going to get wind in the audio, and they tend to work really well, so that's mega. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the distance and see how far we can get to see whether they cut out or not, just to show you. So let's go. Here we are then outside, and we're going to test out the microphone distance. I'm going to go over there somewhere that you can't see. I'm going to put a long lens on in a minute, and they're going to get the distance, and we're just going to see if how far we can go before it cuts out. So let's go. See it on the actual thing. Green. So this might be good to show off Canon's autofocus. If it's picked me up, I have no idea. I'm at 400 mil, so maybe it's picked me up. I don't even know if it's in the right frame. Hopefully you're in the right frame. We'll see. Oh God, I'm tired today. But yeah, hopefully that's all worked out. I don't have the joys of filming with somebody else. So hopefully audio is all good, and hopefully Canon's autofocus is working all good. You never know. So yeah, let's get back to the camera and have a look. Hopefully nobody's stolen my car or my kit, and you never know, autofocus might have picked me up all the way till we get here. Nice. So just had a look through the footage. Yeah, not great on the autofocus, and when I was all the way up there, I reckon it's got to be over 100 meters away easy, I reckon. Yeah, maybe 100 meters, I don't know. But yeah, clearly lost audio. What I was saying, which you probably missed up there, was that when the as I look at the green light to show me that it's on, if I lose connection, which it did up there, it flashes green at me, and if it does a solid green if you regain connection, which is mega. Just to let you know, obviously, that you are or you are not connected. Clearly the joys of filming on your own is getting into those situations where you can't tell what's going to happen until you've filmed for 20 minutes, half an hour, you've ran 300 meters in the heat, sweated loads, and the footage is crap. So just one of those things. But to test out the microphones, I think they're quality. And just to reiterate, the biggest feature of these microphones for me is the fact that you can record internally into the microphone and then upload it all drag and drop via the USB Type-C connection, whereas with the Rode system you can record internally, but you have to do each individual clip one by one separately for whatever reason, no idea, that's mental. So yeah, drag and drop all the clips into a folder, gleaming. And what I was saying earlier, the fact that it's reliable, you know it's going to work. DJI is a fantastic company, not being sponsored for this obviously, bought them out of my own money, took me ages, and yeah, the fact that they're reliable, they work, the features are outstanding. The price point, I paid, I think it's 315 quid for 2 microphones. I think is quality. They have their place, obviously, compared to other types of audio, but for me, for what I need them for and for what I intend to use them for in the future, I think it's an absolute no-brainer. And the biggest feature for me is recording internally so that you're guaranteed to get audio. and don't run the risk of losing connection over there and not knowing about it. So yeah, happy days. I think it's time that I went back to the studio now, and I shall catch you there. So, as you can see, pretty far. You would never need to go that far, and if you did, then you know that it's going to be reliable. And if whatever reason you get cut off by radio interference, or you go behind a building or traffic, or I don't know, whatever, if there's anything that cuts the audio, remember you can still record into the microphone. So another mega feature. But yeah, all in all, I think that they're a quality package. Comment below if you've already got them. Comment below if you're thinking about getting any. Let me know what you thought about this video. As per usual, like, subscribe, all of that cool stuff. And yeah, look forward to seeing you in the next video. Catch you in a bit. Peace out.